Good afternoon, this is Heidi Bejo, and here for the next session on annual vision and goal setting, and we're wrapping this whole process up. So hope you've had good results so far. I hope you found the past videos of value, and we're going to build on top of everything we've already talked about today. So in the past so far, the things we've done is we've packaged up 2016, so processed that, held on to the good things that we want to take forward with us, and just let go of the bad stuff. It's good to figure out what we learned. Remember this, we talked about this when we were talking about packaging up 2016. We do want to learn from the stuff that didn't go so well, but we also need to let go. So remember what you learned, but just let go of everything else. And then the next phase, I went through a bunch of different planning systems, and hopefully you chose what works for you. Everybody's different in that perspective. Some people do stuff digitally, some people, it's all right here. Most of us need to have it written down in some form, whether it's paper or digital. Lots of options there. I'm not going to go back through all that. Again, if you're still kind of on the fence on that stuff, just reach out to me via the Channel Tracker app, or reach out to Inga directly too. Either one, we're both happy to help with that. So that's all I'm not gonna jump back into that whole can of worms again, because that was a long video. Thank you for your patience and watching all of that. So then we talked about annual vision. So your vision statement, and your vision statement is kind of the time where you think about, like, what's possible for me? How can I grow? Where can I take these different aspects of my life? And what I encourage you to do, we mentioned in the vision segment, the video segment, to think about your vision for 2017 at a minimum. So we definitely want you to think about your annual vision for 2017. If you want to take that out further and do a 3-year vision, 5-year, 10-year, 20-year, lifetime, whatever, that's up to you, but definitely be thinking about 2017. And the one thing I want to just revisit on vision real quick is that it is very, very rare that you will go beyond your mental model. So your vision for this year needs to push you. So you will rarely go beyond what you vision. So make sure that vision is a stretch. It should not be comfortable. It should be a little bit uncomfortable. It shouldn't be so far out there that you'll just throw up your hands and be like, there's no way I'm going to get there. It should be calculated, but it should be a stretch. You should have to reach to hit that vision. So, and then to back that up, we didn't talk a whole lot about this before, just a little bit, but I want you to spend some time on this if you haven't already, and that's your why power. I don't use the word willpower. I use the word why power, because I think the why behind our vision and behind our goals is what really gets us going and keeps us on track when we don't feel like it. So willpower, to me, it sounds too futuristic, like I will do this. Why power, like I want to know the why. What is driving me? And an example of that would be, and you got to dig a little deeper than that. Like, for example, if one of your vision for this year is to get more organized, I don't want you to say, I want to get more organized because I want to be more organized. Why? I want to get more organized because my desk is really messy and that's uncomfortable. Okay, why else? I want to get more organized because I always feel like I'm putting out fires and it's just too stressful. Okay, why else? I want to get more organized because when I'm putting out fires all day, when my desk is a mess and I'm putting out fires all day, as I mentioned, I get really stressed. And when I come home, I lash out at my kids. Now we're talking. That's your why. Why do you want to get organized? It's not because you want to have a neat desk. It's because you don't want to lash out at people that you love. So keep asking yourself why till you get to that root. If you want to lose weight, I mean, we're here for a fitness group, a nutrition group. That's obviously going to be a goal probably for a lot of people. If you want to lose weight, like, why do you want to lose weight? Oh, I want to be healthier. Okay, why? Because I want to get off my medication. Okay, Why else? Because I just want to feel better. Okay, why else? If we keep drilling down, sometimes that reason is, honestly, I want to be able to get down on the floor and play with my grandchildren and get back up off the floor. Ah, now we're talking. Or I want to be healthy because I want to live long enough that I can see my grandchildren graduate from high school or from college. Now we're getting in there. So dig deep. This is your exercise. Figure out your why power. And then it just happened to me on Friday. I don't know if you saw my post, but I had a hell day at work, just a long day, full day, a couple extra hours on that day on a Friday. Wasn't fun at all, but necessary. I mean, I had to get it done. And I had a workout scheduled that afternoon, and I had to push it back. And I can tell you, 6:30, 6:45 on Friday night after a long week, it was a busy week work and stuff otherwise, I did not feel like working out. But I have goals and I have a vision of what I want, and missing a day and not keeping that promise to myself is important. And I have my whys. So when I'm in those modes where I'm just like, I just forget it, I'm just gonna go make a margarita or something, or lay on the couch or whatever it is for you, that's where you got to have that why power. And that's why you got to spend time now while you're thinking rationally and calmly to develop what that why is. So you have that why power available when you need it. So we take this vision. The next thing I want you to do is think about, what does a perfect day look like for you? And you should have this sketched out somewhere. You can do it on a spreadsheet if you like. If the planner you're using maybe started in December and you have some extra days, you could sketch it out there. You could sketch it out on just a blank piece of paper and keep it in your planner or in your office. It should be somewhere you can see it regularly though. So what does a perfect day look like for you? Not all days will be like this, but in a perfect world, what would it look like? And I can just give you a general rundown of mine, and this is different for everybody. In a perfect world for me, I like to wake up around 5:30. Some of you are not like that, and that's okay. I'm not saying everybody should wake up at 5:30. I'm just saying, think about what a perfect day looks like for you. So for me, it's waking up at 5:30. I have some intestinal issues from a car accident that I won't bore you with, but because of that, I have to drink fiber every day and have since I was 16. So I get up, I drink a glass of water with my fiber in the morning. I drink a chasing glass of water with my Power Greens right after that. Then I normally do dynamic stretching. Then I make bulletproof coffee. And while I'm drinking my coffee, I usually do some personal reading, whether it's just my spiritual reading or a personal development book or something like that. And then when I'm done with that, I usually do a session of prayer meditation, and then I go for a walk with our dog. And all of that is before work and before I get ready for work. That sounds like a lot. A lot of it's pretty quick steps, so it's really not a ton of stuff. But that's how a perfect morning would go for me. To continue through that day, just briefly go to work. I really try every day. I have an alarm actually set on my calendar to go off every day to go for a walk at lunch. I really do like to try to get outside and get some fresh air. Even if it's kind of raining and crappy or snowy, I really do try to do that regardless of where I'm at or what's going on. I try to actually schedule that as part of my day. So that's in there. And then for me, ideally, I would like to work out around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:30, kind of in that range. And then usually that means I have to come back and do some wrap-up work later in the evening, but I like trying to work out that time. I know, again, everybody's schedule's different. Some of you might like to work out in the morning or over lunch or in the evening. But for me, it's around 4:30, and then come back, wrap up some loose ends and work, emails, and then dinner, and then relaxing in the evening. And then I have an alarm that goes off again every night at 8:45, and that alarm says wind it down. And what that means for me is it's time to start getting ready for bed and start slowing down my mind mostly, and just getting more in a calm state. And so I have a wind it down routine at night, much like I have a ramp it up routine in the morning. My wind it down routine at night is at that 8:45 mark, try to not have any more screens anymore. So no laptops, no phones, none of that stuff. Those all go off. And then I usually drink a cup of natural calm, which is a magnesium supplement. I drink it like a tea, hot water. Most Americans in general are very low in magnesium. Magnesium is great for sleep. It's also great for muscle recovery and stuff like that. So that's why I use it. And so that's drinking natural calm as part of my wind it down routine, as is hitting the foam roller a little bit and doing some light stretching. And then I usually read a little bit before I go to bed. So that for me is a perfect day. Your day could look different, but it's important that somewhere you have that sketched out and you know that's the goal. That's what I want to try to do on a daily basis. So take some time. If you have not done that, please give that some very conscious and deliberate time so that you can create your perfect day as often as possible, or at least components of it. And then likewise, do the same for your week. So, maybe you work part-time, maybe you work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so days look different, or maybe your child is in preschool 3 days a week and not in anything the other days, so your days look different. Maybe you work in an office a couple days a week, and then the other days a week you're out on site visits. So kind of like I just described the day, also you should sketch out what a perfect week looks like. And as we move forward with planning and goal setting, you want to refer back to those, and until those are really ingrained in your mind, again, have those somewhere in your office or in your planner where you can look at them as you're doing your weekly and monthly planning going forward in your daily planning. I want to build into goals and move forward from here, but I want to give you some time to, at this point, go back, take a look at your vision that you did a while, I think it was last week when I did this video. So what I'd like you to do now for today is go back and look at your vision and really say, is this possible or is this too easy? For example, if your vision, one of your vision was to lose 10 pounds this year, that's okay to have as a vision, but you should also in the back of your mind know that should not take a whole year. Okay, that should be a quarterly goal. And so for all of your vision statements that you did before, take a look at those and say, is this realistic? Is this doable? But also, is it making me stretch? Is it making me reach? And if not, tweak that. And then for each of those things, go back and identify what your why power is. So that's the second thing. So if you haven't done that, figure out your why power for each of those things on your vision. And then lay out your perfect day and your perfect week. And then we're going to build on this. I know this is taking a little time and we're moving into the month of January for this year, but I think this stuff's really, really important, so I don't want to rush it. So that's what we're looking at for now. And then we'll build on quarterly goals and action steps going forward. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Again, if you have any questions, Ing and I are happy to try to help with this. Comment below or reach out to one of us directly, and we will do what we can to help you. And you guys are doing a great job. If you're on the health bet, I just want to mention again, if you're on the health bet, make sure you're logging your 5 Shakeologies with pictures and your 3 workouts. So that needs to be happening every week in the app. So make sure you're doing that if you're taking part in the health bet. And hope you're enjoying all the other posts. It's been really fun. Everybody's getting very interactive in the group, and we absolutely want that and welcome that. So we encourage you, commenting on each other's posts. Please post your stuff. It's great to share ideas and recipes and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for being with us on this journey. And again, remember the name of this group, Joy in the Journey. So keep it fun. Take care. Have a great Sunday.